What makes a real American? A cowboy hat? Enjoying a fine T-bone steak? Going to a baseball game? Shooting a gun? Maybe it's the freedom to go into a poor country and tell them how to do things. Heh, those are all great qualities. But one thing that makes a true patriot is the ability to choose an American car. When you buy an import, you take a hot meal off a hard-working American's table. There. This poor girl is going to starve to death just because you bought a cheaper, more efficient Maibatsu. Without gross symbols of excess, what will Americans have to look up to? Our great industries are threatened. Cars, pornography, armaments, and they need your help. So the next time you buy a car, a piece of adult literature, or a missile defense system, make sure you do the American thing.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Way Too Much Cologne Wearer.
Mr. Way Too Much Cologne Wearer.
Like a bullhorn, your cologne announces your every arrival, 4 blocks before you get there.
Well, here he comes now.
Here a splish, there a splash, everywhere a splish splash. You don't stop till every square inch of manhood is covered.
Everywhere a splish splash.
Overslept and haven't got time to shower? Not to worry. You've got 4 gallons of cologne and a plan.
Going on.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Way Too Much Cologne Wearer, because we think we smell a winner.
Mr. Way Too Much Cologne Wearer.
Hello. The number I have just smoked is no longer in service. So please bring me another number over immediately. At the tone, just tell me when you could be here with my new number. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the world, it is my utmost privilege to announce to you that these little green men actually do exist, for they are part of the eternal past and venture from all regions of our galaxy to find homage in our Earth's center. Governments of the world have been very good at concealing these little visitors and preparing the public with loving movies and pleasant melodies. You see, like this one. You hear that? Yes, controlled media as to cushion the impact of the arrival of our little friends. Throughout history, many people would claim to see strange lights in the sky. The truth of the matter is that these lights and beings will only reveal themselves to those who are pure at heart. For these enlightened aliens leave permanent imprinted information on the psyche of those chosen humans, only to be revealed to our deteriorating planet at the point at which our civilization shall enter the new age of light without heat.
Crossroads I have made, closer now than ever. The end of a masquerade, winter turned colder. Anyone could ever know, clearer now than ever, buried deep beneath the snow. On the road I'm walking, many crossroads I have made. Closer now than ever, the end of a masquerade. Winter turned colder, anyone could ever know. Clearer now than ever, buried deep beneath the snow.
Light Without Heat and Ritual, the title track from the Hemulic Voluntary Band CD from 2007. Good evening, boys and girls. Stuffer, live from Salisbury, North Kakalaki. Welcome to Light Without Heat, progressive music for the progressive mind. Baby, right on cue. And the first thing you may notice... Well, before that, let me say, we kicked off the show with Magic Pie, Pointless Masquerade from the Circus of Life disc, also coming from 2007. I guess that was a 2007 double shot. Great year for prog, huh? Okay, now, I want to make sure that the levels and everything are okay here, because the first thing that you may notice is, or some of you probably don't notice anything at all, but... I am on a new microphone tonight. This is the first night and the first mic break. I'm going to tweak out the volume levels just a little bit for you. Try to anyway, because I've done some tests here with it, and turns out the music to mic ratio was kind of off from the way I had it, so we're going to check it out here. Anyway, this is the Blue Snowball. Very, very cool. Killer, perfect for this kind of thing. And... was really wanting to upgrade and had some issues. It was coming, but it was going to be a while. So the Blue Snowball actually was a donation, a generous donation from quackhouseradio.net. You guys need to head on over there at some point and check out that page because it's incredibly cool. quackhouseradio.net. So I had to say that, of course. But okay, let's open up chat just for a second and make sure all is good. My main issue that I've had some issues with was the mic to music ratio, and so I've pulled back a little bit of the faders and all that stuff on the music from the levels that I normally have it. Some of you may have noticed it's not necessarily as the music actually was. You may have had to turn up your speakers just a little bit, but also, and you will notice various things throughout the evening, like this microphone is incredibly sensitive. While that little headset thingy I used to wear pretty much was very effective at noise canceling, you know, the cat thing and all that, you got, this is, now you got another reason to tune in on Thursday nights. This is going to be very cool because no telling what you're going to hear. I mean, if Peak belches or hiccups, you know, you'll wind up hearing it. If Bebe decides to go on one of his caterwauling rampages, you're going to hear it. So it brings the show to life. How's that? And yes, thank you, Duck, for a very nice donation here to the Light Without Heat Studios. And yeah, once again, the Blue Snowball, you guys might want to check it out because it's very, I'm loving it so far. And this is the first night that we're going to test fly it. So that being said, I have some all kind of cool stuff coming up for you. I got 3 band premieres for you tonight. A band called Life Signs, who veteran proggers actually just all coming together on a brand new CD. That will be John Young, Nick Beggs, and Frosty Beetle. We'll get to that here after a little bit. Also, I have a premiere from a band called Memoirs that are still working on their full-length CD, but they do have a 3-song digital download out. And that is some, yeah, you guys will like that. And a premiere that I would manage to get my hands on one track via YouTube, actually. I by the time I really decided I was going to dig my claws into it, it was too late. But some people that I got acquainted to on WEFF's show last week, a band called A Lonely Crowd out of Melbourne, Australia. So we're going to spin those guys coming up as well. Right now, a band that I threw on, it's been about a month ago, I come across these guys too, and these guys are kind of in the working stages of the band called Throat Punch City. They're out of Berkshire in the UK. Looking for a vocalist, last I saw, to sing over their instrumental tracks. You can hit them up at throatpunchcity@gmail.com, and you can check out the tracks on throatpunchcity.bandcamp.com. They have 2 up there available, and I'm just loving everything I can get out of this. So I'm looking at chat. All right, and I'll tell you guys more about the pop filter in case you didn't see it on Facebook too. We got a pop filter going on. It's kind of a homemade one, and it looks cool, but it's not quite as effective as a real one would be. But it's all right. We'll talk more about that later on. But anyway, let's get to this Throat Punch City. This the track is called JCVBC. Honestly, I have no idea what it stands for, but it freaking rocks. Throat Punch City on Light Without Heat. Crank it up.
as navigator of this venture, I try as much as possible to set out in a direction that in the first place is practically impossible to achieve, and then along the way mess up the minds of the crew with as many chemicals as we can lay our hands on.
Light without heat.
Light Without Heat and Tony McAlpine. Ooh, my voice went out there. Did you hear that? Tony McAlpine. Man, that dude's a freaking monster. That comes from a CD that if I could find it on my playlist, I could tell you what it's called. Oh, Evolution from 1995. The track is called The Sage. Before that, we heard Druckfarben. And anxiously awaiting a new CD from those guys, too. But that was Smaller Wooden Frog from the 2011 Masterpiece self-titled disc from that band. And before that, we heard Throat Punch City. And I'm digging on that, too, man. I'm loving everything I'm hearing out of those guys. And anxiously awaiting more material from that lineup as well. Want to say hi to everyone in chat tonight so far. Anyways, we have Don Ducklandis from quackhouseradio.net. I have posted the link there, and I'll tell you what, in a couple weeks we're going to do something special with that, but there's already plans in the works. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give out a date right now that you can mark on your calendars, because we're going to take a little road trip. We're going to have a little party, and I'm going to tell you right now, so you go ahead and put it on your calendars, boys and girls. June 20th. I'm not going to tell you a lot about it right now. We're going to milk it for a couple weeks, but just remember that I said June 20th. So there you go. Mike, WEFF, Peerage Nation, Cheryl, I've got a date for you there too, by the way. Mark while you got your calendar books out, might as well put this down too. June 9th. Sunday, June 9th. Will be the night that myself and DJ TIM from airradio.net will be doing a three-way roundtable. I can't even get through that without laughing, because it's going to be great. It's going to be funny, though. I guarantee it's going to be funny. But we will be doing a three-way, a two-way guest spot on WEFF Peerage Nation show Sunday night, June 9th. So Katie bar the door, boys and girls. That's going to be something else. And also in the chat room, Mr. Brett, Stickman Bleeding Lloyd. He's under the weather tonight, brother. Man, I'm giving you all the positive vibes coming here from Salisbury that we can. And I want to see the day that you come in the chat room, or I see you on Facebook and you're saying, you know, everything's working and you're rocking. Because, man, I really do, brother. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you will get to feeling better. We have Terry Armour in the chat room. And also we'll hear Stickman Bleeding music later next hour, by the way. Terry Armour's in the chat room. We're trying to keep him awake for a little while. I don't think he's ever heard the outro of the show. But on very few occasions has Brad or some of you other guys. But we will hear from Revolution X next hour as well. Also, G.W. Eisenhath from Spreaker, another Spreaker DJ who I have still not managed to catch his live show yet, because, man, my work, and as I was explaining in the chat room earlier, man, I don't have any new music projects on the horizon, but I'm working my freaking ass off on the radio thing constantly, and I think it's because I've taken on far too many shows. Which, you know what, that has something to do with the June 20th thing too, so we'll drop a little level of mystery to that. So you guys can ponder on that, if you will. I still got more music to play. Got all my premieres that I got to get to. Let's start with a band. You're probably even hearing my paper rattle now on the Snowball. A band called Life Science, new English prog at its best, featuring some veteran musicians. That would be John Young, a veteran keyboard player that we've heard in countless projects over the years. Nick Beggs, whose resume includes Steve Hackett, Stephen Wilson, Rick Wakeman, and wasn't he in Kaga Jojo, however you said that, 80s band, on bass and Chapman stick, and also Frosty Beetle on drums, most widely known for his work in the band The Cutting Crew. This is some serious prog. The self-titled debut CD was released in 2013. Well, that would be this year, so how about just February then? And I've heard a couple tracks off this. It's definitely prog. This one's kind of a slow burn, takes a minute but trust me, stick through the first 3-4 minutes, because they wind up getting their jam on. This is Life Science from the self-titled debut CD from these guys. The track is called At the End of the World on Light Without Heat.
Search through the night, on distant horizons, new life is born. And now, here winter is raging, and I could see all our lives fading so fast. Here
Light Without Heat and Dream Theater. Calden and Webb from 1994's Awake CD. Yeah, I think I would venture to call that classic Dream Theater, in a way. I mean, not Where Dreaming Day Unite, but, you know, or not Images and Words, but that was the sophomore major label effort there from the guys. So, and that was back when they still had Kevin Moore on keys. So, there you go. Before that, yeah, we heard the Light Without Heat premiere of Life Signs, and yeah, that's some definite prog. I mean, I'm trying to get a healthy balance in our little diet here on Light Without Heat of the definite prog element. Speaking of, prog, I do have a track that I don't think I've played coming up at some point in time during the show from the new Steven Wilson album, Raven That Refused to Sing and Other Stories. Most of you guys already know that. And so just lots of cool things happening. I'm a little out of my element because I'm used to having headphones on, and I don't have headphones on tonight. I'm on the microphone. I want to conduct a small test very quickly for 30 seconds. Peak has the television on in the bedroom. I doubt you're not going to be able to hear this, but I'm going to give you a 10-second moment of silence, and let's see if anyone can hear the television. There was also a dog barking. And the other thing is, why would I possibly give you a moment of silence? Because when I do that, I usually just say, Anyways, this is not professional radio here, so I'm going to stop. And we got to get, and see, there I go again. Oh, man. Next hour, I have music from the chat room Light Without Heat alumni coming up for you. We're going to listen to some Stickman Bleeding. We're going to listen to some Revolution X. I have music from my brother John Rush coming your way. Also, I don't have a fan, though. GW. I'm looking at W. Now, see, I also want to apologize to DW because I heard a podcast back one week where all night long I called GW like W. Bush. You're not G.W. Bush, are you? All right, so this thing is hypersensitive. It's picking up something. I don't know what it is. But anyway, as long as I keep running my mouth like I normally do, then you'll probably never hear that when I'm silent. But anywho, all right, what was I saying? Okay, yeah, next hour, Stickman Bleeding, Revolution X, our brother John Rush, Revolution X, Mike Sherrill. We will get to all this good stuff, and I got a couple premieres from some new Light Without Heat peeps that we have to throw into the mix. One is A Lonely Crowd. And the second one is a band called Memoirs. And if I have time, we'll get to a Monkey Bat track as well. And so we will get into hour number 2 of Light Without Heat. I don't really know what, anyways. I'll listen to it later. We'll figure it out. Light Without Heat, hour number 2. We'll be right back.
The science of evolution has uncovered many of life's mysteries, like tadpoles or the pyramids. But the mystery of the armpit remains. What's it for? Why is it hairy? And why do men have nipples? But one thing is for certain. The armpit smells bad. Luckily, there's Pit Balm. It's like napalm for your skin or Agent Orange on your sweat glands. Pit Balm stops unwanted bodily functions in their tracks. It's as effective as sending GIs into a peasant village. When you're fighting the war against personal hygiene, bring out the heavy artillery.
Warm out today. Warm yesterday. Even warmer today. Met her on my CB, said her name was Mimi. Sounded like an angel come to earth. When I went to meet her, man, you should have seen her. Twice as tall as me, 3 times the girl. Oh, my fat baby loves to eat. A big old Buddha belly and her breast swing past her feet. My fat baby loves to eat. My big old fat ass baby loves to eat.
I got blisters
somebody tell me what kind of a world we live in where a man dressed up as a bat gets all of my press? This town needs an enema.
Light without heat.
All right, it's light without heat time. I mean, heat without light. Now, wait a minute. Stuffer White on heat and when it's dark. No, it's Stuffer White. Stuffer White and light without heat. Rock on.
Doesn't have to be a reason when there's landmines at your feet. If the soldiers come and take you away, more renegades you're sure to meet. There's got to be a dream somewhere and a message with all the plans. In the name of some memory, I hope you'll understand. Oh, we need to get.
Light Without Heat and Stickman Bleeding from the CD Heroes. You know, that one dropped, maybe 3 months ago now, and that is an awesome freaking album, man. You guys got to go check that out. You can view that and purchase that at several different places. Stickman Bleeding is at www.crazypeoplemusic.com. Amazon, iTunes, all you good places. Also, rockhardddistributors.com as well. That would be one Brett Lloyd, who is in the chat room as of now, and is a lot of times in the chat room here on this program. Our very good friend and chat room alumni, Brother Brett. And the other thing is, Mr. Brett Lloyd is working on a new project, and I am so stoked about this. I can't wait to hear the final results of this. The project name is Epiphany Rain, R-E-I-G-N. Epiphany Rain, and he is collaborating with a female vocalist by the name of Liz Tapia. Tapia, Brett, did I do it right? Did I say it right? I was hoping it was like... I was almost like, is it like the fish? But no, that's tilapia. Okay, so, all right, sorry. Once again, mic goes on, brain goes off. Even the new mic having the same effect. Actually, a little more tonight because I'm trying to make sure the levels are okay. So, there you go. But Epiphany Rain, man, I can't wait. I know that's going to be freaking awesome, man. I can't wait to hear that. Before that, we heard Vinny Colaiuta, who most widely known for his work. I don't know, he's been all over the place. I know him from the Zappa stuff. And the track was called Bruce Lee from the 1994 self-titled CD. Before that, we heard A Lonely Crowd. They actually kicked off the set there, the second hour of Light Without Heat. Damn, does it feel like 3 hours already, Sarah Stover? I'm looking for my information. Oh, A Lonely Crowd. There you go. Well, I hooked up with Bob, who I'm assuming is in some relation to this band, even though I don't have the name written down now. But anyway, these guys are from Melbourne, Australia. The CD is called User Hostile, and the track we heard was called, if I can find it, because... it was a Barbed Haywire, and they've got a lot of really interesting names, too, to their tracks. I like that. And, once again, everybody count the time to say, because Pete damn sure did the other week. A Lonely Crowd, alonelycrowd.com. Check it out, though. I mean, these guys are all over the freaking place. And I'm really digging on the CD, what I've got to hear. Brother Mike, I think he's on his way home. I need to hit him up for that, and Brother Bob as well, to spin some more of those guys' music on the program. Right now, I said that time, not so I am discombobulated tonight, I will admit, because I'm very preoccupied as far as background noise and things, and also I don't have headphones on. Yeah, and you don't get to hear that little annoying pop. And I'm going to answer a question in the chat room, and by the way, if you're listening and not in chat, get your ass in chat, because a lot of interesting things are being said in the chat room. And earlier there was a strange smell that I vaguely remember coming from the chat room. And, made me want to go in there. So, anyways, a question that was asked by Don Duck Landis in the chat room. What actually does progressive music for the progressive mind mean? Well, it's a slogan. It sounded cool, but it basically means, progressive music. And then it has to be for the somebody unstick me. The progressive mind. Let's see if the pop filter worked there. I'll have to go back and listen to that. Because the progressive mind in the world of music would really even listen to a lot of the things that I'm playing here. Because if you're going to go out and listen to your Justin Biebers or your AC/DCs, I'm not knocking AC/DC. I'm just saying, if you're going to listen to 3-chord stuff or pop stuff or Duck Top 40, or if you're looking for any of that, you're also in the wrong place. So the progressive mind musically would be a place to come, or a mindset to come into a radio show or a chat room that offers things that will broaden your musical spectrum and add some new things into your musical diet, basically. So that is what the slogan means. And that being said, we're going to, well, you know what? Since we were talking about duck, we'll get into a duck track as well, but I'm going to spin some progressive music for the progressive mind, some classic progressive music that I was turned on to by Duck, a band called Coliseum 2. This is coming from the Maida Vale Studio 4 BBC sessions and going back to 1977. And this is the track that I think I heard actually on his show, which is now at quackhouseradio.net. This is called Coliseum. No, well, it's not called Coliseum 2. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Coliseum 2 featuring Gary Moore on guitars. This is the Inquisition on Light Without Heat.
Hey, this is Richard from High Desert Sound in the New Mexico Badlands. You are listening to Light Without Heat with your host Stuffer White on Spreaker.com. Turn it up some more, and then rip that damn knob off.
Light Without Heat and Richard J. Basinger from the Badlands of New Mexico, as he put it. The track is Whirlwind. That was coming from the Game CD. And, man, I'll tell you what, and I have to say this right here on the air, Richard J. Basinger, Darren, was down there as well. Just took off the other day. Darren Olson from Vegan Blot. And Brother EC, Eric Comfort, good to see you in the chat room, man, tonight. And it has been a music fest in New Mexico for the past handful of weeks now. And yes, Brother EC is getting on the bus tomorrow and heading out. But, man, I'm sure you guys have made such... I cannot wait to hear the collaboration and all the stuff that's come out of this. I know you guys got tons of this stuff on tape. And I got to say this, too. I mean, I love all the sounds from your individual stuff. So to hear every time, it's almost like, you know, when I heard EC on Mike stuff or I heard EC on Brett stuff, it's like, you know, the collaboration when it just marries the two, you know, so it's so great. And I just can't wait to hear, because they've been in there recording. So big shout out to Brother Rich. If you're listening, he's cursing in his studio, throwing wires, mics, microphones, everything all over the place. But he's getting his studio rewired up. And yeah, I know that's a headache. While we're at it, how about another blue? Well, for one thing, I have to tell you, you can do the Blue Freya thing. That is, for those of you who don't join our little clique all the time, bluefreya.com is blue, the word blue, and then well, I already told you wrong, blue, FREYA.com. You can check out all these artists. Fateless Tears, Richard J. Basinger, Chaos Lord, which I did that a little prematurely, Vegan Blot, all these guys, and a slew of other great artists at bluefreya.com. Also, you can check out Fateless Tears at the Facebook page Fateless Tears Band, and also Richard J. Basinger, High Desert Sound Studios, HDS Studios on Facebook.com. I believe I have all those right now, but I probably don't, knowing me. But that's cool. And Brother RJB, you're welcome for the spin. Thank you, Eric, for shooting that to me. All right, speaking of Brother Eric, once again, another Blue Freya artist now. It was dropped not a couple months. I don't know when it was, a month or so ago, that Chaos Lord was now a Blue Freya artist. His EP, entitled Total Chaos, is available now on bluefreya.com, and I think this may be one of the only tracks I have from it, but I love it, and so we're going to spin it, and this will just get me about right now. So this is Chaos Lord from the CD. Go to bluefreya.com and pick this one up. The CD is called Total Chaos, and this is Relative Chaos. Chaos Lord. Brother EC, rock it, brother. Light without heat.
carried away by the river that buys the truth or rushes onto the sea. Dragged by the current to rest on the stakes of the breakwater shaded by trees. Beginnings and endings, love intersecting the rift that will break us apart.
This is Duck Landis from QuackHouseRadio.net with an important health warning. Listening to Stuffer White's Light Without Heat turned up too loud may cause your children to be born naked. But it's worth the risk, I think, so crank it up loud. Light Without Heat. Progressive music for the progressive mind.
Light Without Heat and Don Duck Landis. The track is called Retarded Guitar 1. It is an acoustic tenor guitar recording played at minus 10 times speed. Duck is a tech head, and most of you guys are too, so I'm just barely hanging on, trying to keep, trying to follow. But anyways, you can catch Duck at QuackHouseRadio.net on the World Wide Web. Killer chat room over there, and yep, you guys keep in mind the date. I'm not going to tell you yet, but the date is June 20th. That is a Thursday night. We're going to have a little party. I'll tell you more about that in the coming weeks. And while we're talking about dates, we got one that's coming a little closer, June 9th, Sunday, right here on Spreaker, WEFF, P Ridge Nation. Myself, Mike Sherrill, and Tim Carell, DJTIM at airradio.net, who I thought would get his ass in here tonight, but apparently he's not. We'll be doing a three-way. We will be having a three-way. A roundtable DJ event you know that we're not going to get anything done. We're just going to be cutting up and goofing off and no mute and all that stuff, and it's going to be fantastic, and we're going to have a blast. And I said, also, I want to clarify one thing. I said last week that I was going to play the best of me and Mike. See, I've already did this one time, but I forgot that we have one more Thursday, so I'm going to do that next week. So you guys tune in next week for the best of clip bit art show thingy that I compiled from my visit to Pea Ridge Nation last January. So I will play that next week to get us all ready for that. Okay, so before Duck, at some point during that, I forgot to write my stuff down, but we did hear Chaos Lord. For Chaos Lord's music, who is Eric Confer in the chat room, go to ejconfer.bandcamp.com, and also you can find his work at bluefreya.com. The new CD, Total Chaos, is out, and that is ZAOS. And you can get his music there as well. And Eric, yeah, it is 9 effing minutes long. I'm looking at chat. Yeah, it is, but you know what? It's worth it. Well, you know what? I busted my ass on that thing, so you know it's worthy of one more play, and it will also psych folks up to come to the Ridge that Sunday. So there you go. Yeah, it's a little crazy, and we'll get into that next week. So don't worry about that. At least for right now. We got another hour of Light Without Heat coming up, and then we have the Midnight Tracker. Tonight on the Midnight Tracker, the first disc, love 'em or hate 'em, whatever you want to say about it, but it's a killer album. Crash Test Dummies. God Shuffled His Feet from 1993. Most people dislike that album because of the vocals, but I actually think the vocals added a lot to that. You know, Brad, whatever his name was, that had the low register. He only sang in the one register, but there's some awesome music and perfect amount of comedy and satire, and you guys probably heard that too. Just even the least little clipboard or anything here. And then the second track, second album on the Midnight Tracker is going to be Mirage by Camel. 1974, except I will be doing the 2002 remaster featuring the live bonus tracks and remixes. So make sure and check that out. Light Without Heat, hour number 2, will return shortly. And for Mike, since he's back home, we will kick off hour number 2 with Yes. Mike and Mel, also Mel, this one goes out to you too. We will return shortly with that and just a few. Stick around, boys and girls.
Hi, I'm BJ Smith, tight end for the Vice City Mamas and proud proprietor of BJ's Used Autos. Cars from all over America come to find a new home in Florida, just like you. I moved here after the draft. Football, not Vietnam, even though they do have a lot in common. I noticed there was one thing missing from this great town, a celebrity-endorsed used car shop. That's why I founded BJ's Used Autos. Every one of these beauties is freshly painted. They look brand new. We have new models coming in every morning, usually around 2 a.m. We can get you anything. And if you see a car of your dreams, tell us. We can acquire it for you. I've taken the skills I've learned as a pro football player to the used car business. Smash, grab, and run like hell. BJ's Used Autos. I'm tackling low prices with hot cars.
It's a fact. Stupid people have stupid children. If you're stupid, please don't have sex. If you insist on having sex, then please have sex with animals. Preferably animals smarter than you are. That way, if by some biological fluke you and the animal actually have offspring, odds are the offspring will be less stupid than you are. One more thing. Don't assume the animal is protected. If the animal has a condom, or if female some sort of intrauterine device, insist they wear it. Please, help stamp out this mindlessness. Keep your stupidity to yourself. This message brought to you by the Council of Concerned Citizens who are smarter than you are.
Oh, this is one fine day to be nude. Yeah, this is one fine day to be nude. The birds are saying, Clinton, have a wonderful spring. And people walking by can stop and look at my thing. Oh, this is one fine day to...
Liberal Joby Chaser!
Oh, well, if you can't laugh at yourself.
Light Without Heat.
alongside the tower. Green leaves reveal the outspoken the
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Sherrill from WEFF Pea Ridge Nation. You're listening to Stuffer White and Light Without Heat. Progressive music for the progressive minds. Wake their ass up. There's no bacon frying yet. Yeah, man.
Light Without Heat, Mike Sherrill. That song I incorrectly posted in the chat room. The song's called White Wolf's Revenge. There's a White Wolf trilogy thing going on, and you know, the dumb thing is I've got it right in front of me, but there you go. White Wolf's Revenge from Mike Sherrill, coming from the triple disc CD due out in late fall, called I Hear the Trees Singing. And yes, sir, and I do, you know, and I have caught myself glazing over that, Mike. I'm glad you brought that up because, I mean, I can hear it. It's in my brain, but once again, mic goes on, brain goes off. So that is Mike Sherrill, but also Eric Confer, Chaos Lord, supplying all the guitars, synth and guitars, 5 parts on that track. A very nice collaboration there on White Wolf's Revenge. Before that, we heard our own brother John Rush, and the track was called Millennium of the Prophet. And before that, we heard Yes, coming from the close to closer. Come on, man, Close to the Edge, man. It's 1972. I love that album. I've got a little bit left here for you boys and girls. Going to try to get to some stuff that I haven't gotten to as of yet. Terry Armour, you still there, brother? You know what it is? I'm discombobulated tonight because of the mic. This is the first night with the new mic. I hope it sounds good and all that good jazz, but I'm completely out of my element because I'm used to having headphones on and all this stuff. I'll listen back. We'll make sure all these little things are tweaked out. Okay, well, I did say I was going to play this track, so I'm going to go ahead and play it. Revolution X. You can find those guys on Rock Hard Distributors, and I have an invested interest in this because one of the members of the band was in my chat room earlier, but another member of the band I have worked with for a number of years. It is Rick DeLozier on guitar, Terry Armour on bass, who was in the chat earlier, and David Scott McBee on vocals. We haven't figured out the name of the drummer yet, but when they do, they'll let me know. But these guys are going to be performing at the Rock Hard Jam in August too. But I love this track. This is the final mix of what I call the Siggy Lighter 80s hair metal ballad, but bringing it into the new millennium. And I play this all the time. You know what? And I've walked around with this track, with this song, with this melody on my mind a lot, like at work and stuff. So that's what lets me know it's a good song. So I'm going to play it now for you. Revolution X, Written in Blood, Jam It, Damn It, Light Without Heat. Go for it, guys.
written in blood.
You know, this could be a really positive experience for you guys. There's a wonderful and exciting world out there when we discover that we don't need TV to entertain us.
He said anus.
Entertain nothing. Oh, yeah. Have you guys heard a word I've said?
Yeah. Anus.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Light without heat.
lightning. A world of tide pools, incompleteness all around. Nails deep into the flesh of a summer night. Words fell from a paper moon to come alive in a lonely room. Time was standing still as giants broke the cardboard sword. The old bridge sank into the river. Certainties disappear. Roads and
Hi, babe. I'm glad you called. I've been wanting to talk to you, too. I miss you. Call me. Bye.
Light Without Heat. Nickel Creek. Sorry, good Lord have mercy. What's wrong here? Nickel Creek. Scotch and Chocolate is the title of that song, and it came from the 2000 CD, Why Should the Fire Die? You know what? Those guys, when they were in their heyday, put out 3 freaking solid CDs, but I think that's my favorite, and I have them all. I love them. But that's an instrumental track. And I don't do a whole lot of those guys on this show, but I am incorporating acoustic and all kind of other stuff. And yeah, that's mandolin and violin, and so. But yeah, those are some really good people, really good music. Nickel Creek. Before that, we heard the Pat Metheny Group. Okay, I was going to explain for Vernon. Welcoming to the chat room, by the way, Vernon Lawton from Monkey Bat, who was just a couple minutes late to hear the Monkey Bat track that I actually played. But we heard Straight in Two, though, from Springtime Love, and you can get this at monkeybat.net and CD Baby and Amazon and all that good stuff. But the Pat Metheny Group CD, they went sans, what's his name? I can't remember the name. The Pedro Aznar. That's his name. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, but that's his name anyway. And they did an unplugged and weird instruments and out-of-tune CD called Quartet. It was released in 1996, I think. I do believe so. And so, there you go. Boys and girls, it's been fun. Oh, man, I'm already into my outro song. All right. Well, Midnight Tracker, next. Crash Test Dummies, guys shuffle the speed. GW, you still on board? I ran late. Sorry, guys.
Oh, good night.
Now I'm talking over Chop Top.
Good night.
Good night, boys and girls. Glad you hung out with me. Midnight Tracker coming up. Crash Test Dummies and Camel.
Good night.
Peace.
Good night.